Hey everyone, today let's talk about something that honestly probably affects every single one of us. We're diving into this idea of cheap dopamine and how this sneaky little thing might be quietly messing with your goals, your focus, and maybe even your entire future. So, does this sound familiar to you? You sit down, you're ready to get some real work done, and what happens? 2 minutes later, you're just scrolling on your phone. Or maybe you've got that constant nagging feeling of restlessness, like you always need a distraction, and those big, important goals you have just feel impossible. Look, if that's you, you are not alone. And it's really not some kind of personal failing. There's something bigger going on here.
And the culprit? Well, it has a name: cheap dopamine. It sounds simple, but it's actually a pretty complex process that's happening inside your brain, probably every single day. And just understanding what it is, that's the first huge step to taking back control.
All right, so what is this stuff? Honestly, the best way to wrap your head around it is to think of it like fast food for your brain. It's super quick, it's easy, it feels great for a second, but then it leaves you feeling kind of empty and just craving more. The thing is, our brains are still running on like ancient software. They're wired for a world where rewards were rare and you really had to work for them. They were not built for this constant, easy access world we live in now. Let's break it down. Okay, first things first. Dopamine itself is not the bad guy here. Not at all. It's absolutely essential. Think of it as the engine that drives your motivation. You know that feeling when you're excited to work towards something? That's dopamine, anticipating that reward you're going to get. So it's not the chemical itself. The real question, the one that changes everything, is where are we getting it from?
And this is where it all becomes super clear. You've got two teams, basically. On one side, you have earned dopamine. This is the good stuff. This is the dopamine you get from pushing through a tough workout, or finally finishing that big project, or learning a new skill. It builds real, deep, long-term satisfaction. But then you've got the other side: cheap dopamine, the brain's fast food. This comes from instant, no-effort rewards: a like on social media, a bite of junk food, another mindless video. It builds literally nothing. All it does is leave you wanting more and more.
Yeah, this quote it hits the nail on the head, right? Our brands are getting this amazing feeling of reward, but they didn't have to do any of the work. It's like finding a cheat code for feeling good, and it completely messes up the whole system. It makes the real quests, the things that truly matter, feel way, way too hard to even start.
So you might be wondering, how does this actually get its hooks into us? How does it go from just, a quick look at your phone to a full-blown habit that's actually kind of hard to break? Well, it all happens through a simple but scarily effective little addiction loop.
It's this incredibly fast four-step cycle. First, you get a cue. Maybe it's a little pang of boredom or a moment of stress. Then, that triggers a craving. Your brain screams out for a quick, easy distraction. The response is almost automatic at this point. You pick up your phone, and bam, the reward. That tiny, instant little hit of dopamine. The crazy part? This whole thing can happen in less than 30 seconds. And every single time you do it, that pathway in your brain just gets a little bit stronger. And if you run that tiny loop over and over and over, well, there's a price to pay. The long-term consequences are no joke. Your brain gets so used to these lightning-fast rewards that your actual attention span starts to shrink. Your motivation for big, real goals, it just tanks. I mean, why would you work hard for something tomorrow when you can get a little buzz right now? It all leads to feeling more anxious, more restless, and just constantly drained. Okay, I know that sounds pretty grim, but here's the thing, and this is the most important part. You are not stuck. Your brain is amazing, it's adaptable, it can change. We can totally retrain it. So let's talk about the way out, how you can actually reclaim your brain. So here's your playbook, a super simple swap this for that guide. The trick isn't just to fight the craving, it's to replace the response. So next time you feel that pull of boredom, instead of the endless scroll, what if you just read one chapter of a book? Feeling stressed? Instead of just zoning out to a show, try a quick 10-minute walk outside. Each one of these swaps gives you that earned dopamine and slowly teaches your brain that a little bit of effort leads to a way better, more lasting reward. And I really want to make this clear. The goal is not to eliminate pleasure or to get rid of dopamine. That's impossible, and it's not even desirable. It's all about changing the source. It's a strategic shift from easy, empty rewards to earned, meaningful ones.
You're just teaching your brain to love the process of achievement again. When you boil it all down, it really comes to one question. Who's in charge here? Who's in control of your focus, your time, and ultimately your future? Is it you, or is it the algorithms designed to keep you hooked?
Just think about this number for a second. 30. That's it, 30 seconds. That's all it takes for a moment of boredom to suck you into that loop and pull you away from the person you want to become. And every single time you notice that urge and choose a better path, you're casting a vote for your future self.
So I'm going to leave you with this thought. In this crazy world that is constantly fighting for every second of your day, your attention, it's the most valuable thing you own. It's your most precious currency. So the question is, who or what are you giving it to?